Dear nobody, is humanity still here with us? Hello everyone, how are you? I just watched Project Hail Mary yesterday, starring Ryan Gosling, and it was phenomenal. I might be biased because of him, because of the actor. Like, come on, who doesn't love this guy? He's funny, amazing, and seems like he's also a great husband and father, too. That movie was incredible, though. Like, the movie itself, the film, the music, everything was truly amazing. It's definitely one of the best movies out there. Probably, yeah, one of the best that I've watched ever, too. If you haven't watched it, I recommend watching it on IMAX. I'm glad to have the opportunity to watch it on IMAX 70 mm. And that was the best experience I've ever had in my entire life watching movies. If you don't know, 70 mm is a special large gauge film form that's used known for its impressive image and sound quality. And I just took that from the internet. I don't know how to explain it, so better to put it from the internet, right? I just knew it existed because of this movie. And I was like, why is everyone wanting to watch in this theater? Specifically in this theater, in the city in New York, we only have one theater that has IMAX 70. They were right. I could not believe how big the screen is. And I think this film is also made for that specific theater. So it's crazy. It's huge. I don't know how tall it was. And it was so big. And I was on the third row. That was like an experience that I think everyone has to have the opportunity or at least have to try it once in their lifetime. It's such an experience. It's crazy. If you don't have any IMAX 70 mm near you, I think the best bet to replace that is the regular IMAX. That will be a good substitute, I think. So after watching this, I just had a lot of questions in my head. Is our humanity still here with us? Is it restored or is it getting worse? As we all know, with the world right now, there's just a lot of wars going on, and it's not quite the best time of our lifetime due to those circumstances. I know the world is a cruel place, but it seems like we are living in one. And I wonder if there's still some hope for humanity in our life in the future. I do believe that everyone has a kind heart in them, but it's a matter of wanting to activate it or not. Of course, different scenarios lead to different outcomes, definitely, and there are multiple different things that can lead to someone being mean. It's like a villain, right? Sometimes they become a villain because most likely they were kind at first and something happened that's like grueling in their lives and then they become the villain in the story. Somehow like that. Usually that's the case, right? It's like that question of nurture versus nature. It's a whole debate about that until now. We don't even really have the correct answer to it because, it's like in the gray area. But I believe that we all have a mixture of both nurture and nature in our life. Also, that's what makes us ourselves. I think there are some stuff or there are some characteristics or certain qualities that was born with you, but there are also a lot of the things that were brought up by nurturing, by your environment, how you grow up. Sometimes we forget that environment and the people who we hang out the most has a crucial impact in our lives because in a way the more you're surrounding yourself with them, the more you will act like them. So it's always good to check your environment and your surroundings, your group, and check yourself if it's a good and supportive environment for you, and see if the relationships you're in or the friendships, are they healthy? Are they supporting you? Or are they secretly jealous with you or something like that? You have to be really careful because, like I said before, the more you surround yourself with them, the more you will become like them. And why surround yourself with bad energy? You have to find people who will bring you to become the best version of yourself, not people who drown you. Anyway, coming back to the nurture versus nature topic, kindness might be nurtured, and also they might be born within us. I believe that we humans, we are all born with some decency in our life. It's a matter of if we want to accept it and act on it or not. To be completely fair, being the kind person or the higher person who's always let the others win in a whatever situation is, in an argument or something, it's not an easy task. And we all know that, right? You've been in a argument with your sister or with someone, with your sibling, and you just have the high road, cuz like if you keep quarreling about that, it won't be done. So you gotta end it and be the bigger person, and it's not an easy task. Sometimes you will feel like you're defeated in some ways, if especially if you're a little kid. You just don't want to be like defeated by your own sibling, right? It feels so like every single time I have to take the high road. Sometimes I would feel when I was little, when I didn't know anything, I would feel like defeated. But now I understand, like, wow, it's actually really good that I take the high road, you know? It's way easier for us to act mean and just don't care about the others rather than thinking about them. That's why sometimes people just say that ignorance is bliss. This statement can be used in so many different scenarios, but in this case, it's a bliss to ignore someone's feelings and comment hateful things towards them because you just don't care about how your words might impact them. That's always a question, right? Being nurtured or born with certain qualities. But one thing that humans have in common is the fact that we are so complex with emotions and intelligence. We have the capability to be compassionate towards others, to think deeply, critically, and morally too, to convey emotions through arts, music, and any form of things. We are able to do that. We're not fully on survival modes like animals. And that's what makes us different and special from other living beings. In this specific movie, without giving any spoilers, there's just a lot of sacrificing theme for the greater good. And what does it take to do so? Is it actually being brave or dumb? There's a fine line between them, right? Some might say it's dumb to sacrifice yourself just to protect others, especially when the others just don't care about you, or even worse, when they act hateful towards you. It's like a one way street affection. Others might say that you're very brave and kind to sacrifice yourself for the sake of others. It's like having that one duty to save the world, even if it costs you your life. And people don't care about you. Sometimes they don't even know you exist, but you still want to save it because you'd rather save billions of people than only yourself. It's like when you love others so much that you're fine with you being the lamb. Sounds familiar? It's like Jesus. He sacrificed himself on the cross for the greater good of humanity. And because he loves his children so much, which is us humans, that he would do anything just for us to be saved and redeemed. Since Adam and Eve betrayed when they ate the forbidden fruit, we were essentially, like all of us humans, were essentially kicked out from heaven. And there was no way for us to come back until Jesus made the decision to come on this earth as a human. He literally lived as a human too, and he sacrificed himself for us. That's how good he is. He had his own students and community of people who loved him. But the others were truly hating on him so much they wanted him to be crucified in a such painful, and I think that in that time being crucified is one of the worst death sentences that you can get. Like it was the worst. It's like as if you're doing something really bad, but he didn't do anything bad. So yeah. In a lighter note, I was wondering, how is the humanity now? Sometimes I do meet people who are so lovely and kind, and that made me believe that humanity isn't gone. But also, the other hand, I meet people who made me rethink about this answer of humanity. I know we cannot please everyone on earth, but do you think it's possible for us and for our humanity to be restored? Or is it going to have a huge division in the world where the good and the bad are separated, and in the end we might war each other and see who wins? I am definitely supporting on the good team. I feel like being kind costs nothing, and there's just something eternal about doing that action. Like in the movies, the villains sometimes quickly rise up and control the world in a blink of an eye. And then the good ones will have a slow growth. Usually, the first time, they will always have like a failed attempt or a failure, some sort. But in the end, they will win and conquer back. It's like light versus dark. And in my opinion, light will always win and conquer the darkness. Like imagine this earth without the sun. We would be completely pitch black dark. It's not even funny. The light will always win. A little act of service I did today was I gave out my popcorn to a lady and her child on the streets. I asked them if they wanted some, and their faces immediately lighted up when I asked them that. The joy, guys, the joy I had was over the roof. And I give them the popcorn. It's so nice to do something for someone else that you don't think about the return. You just want to help them because that's your pure intention. You just want to help them. It's not helping and hoping something back from that person, but it's the sincere joy watching them smile after receiving it, and a small action goes a long way. When I was walking ahead, I looked back one more time to see them from afar. The mom was giving it to her kid, and it was priceless, guys. The kid's face was so happy, and they were eating it in such pure joy. What about you? Have you treated someone kindly today? And do you think humanity is still with us or not? Is it divided? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for your time listening to me till this point. I will talk to you next week. New episodes on Thursdays available on all platforms. Be kind to one another. Bye.